Berlin is a city-state and the capital of the Federal Republic of Germany. The President of Germany, whose functions are primarily ceremonial under the German Constitution, has his official residence in Schloss Bellevue. Berlin is the seat of the German executive, housed in the Chancellery. Facing the Chancellery is the Bundestag, the German parliament, housed in the renovated Reichstag building since the government's move to Berlin in 1998. The Bundesrat represents the federal states of Germany, and has its seat at the former Prussian House of Lords. Capital city: Berlin is the capital of the Federal Republic of Germany. The President of Germany, whose functions are mainly ceremonial under the German Constitution, has his official residence in Schloss Bellevue. Berlin is the seat of the German executive, housed in the Chancellery, the Bundeskanzleramt. Facing the Chancellery is the Bundestag, the German parliament, housed in the renovated Reichstag building since the government moved back to Berlin in 1998. The Bundesrat is the representation of the federal states of Germany and has its seat at the former Prussian House of Lords. Though most of the ministries are seated in Berlin, some of them, as well as some minor departments, are seated in Bonn, the former capital of West Germany. The Berlin-Bonn Act regulates the location of government branches in Bonn or Berlin, city-state. Since German reunification on 3 October 1990, Berlin has been one of 3 city-states among Germany's 16 states. The city and state parliament is the House of Representatives with 141 seats. Berlin's executive body is the Senate of Berlin. The Senate consists of the governing mayor and up to 8 senators with ministerial positions as deputy to the governing mayor. The Social Democratic Party and the left took control of the city government after the 2001 state election, winning another term in the 2006 state election. The 2011 state election produced a coalition of the Social Democratic Party and the Christian Democratic Union. For the first time, the Pirate Party won seats in a German state parliament. The governing mayor is Lord Mayor of the city and Prime Minister of the federal state. The office of Berlin's governing mayor is in the Rotsrathaus. From 2001 to 2014, this office was held by Klaus Wowereit of the SPD. It is currently held by Michael Müller, also of the SPD. The total annual state budget of Berlin in 2007 exceeded €20.5 billion, which included a budget surplus of €80 million. Due to increasing growth rates and tax revenues, the Senate of Berlin calculated an increasing budget surplus for 2008. The total budget was an estimated amount €5.5 billion, financed by the German government of the German Bundesländer, primarily due to reunification-related expenditures. Berlin as a German state accumulated more debt than any other city in Germany. Billion in December 2007. Boroughs: Berlin is divided into 12 boroughs, reduced from 23 boroughs before Berlin's 2001 administrative reform. Each borough has a number of localities, which often have historic roots in older municipalities predating the formation of Greater Berlin on 1 October 1920 and were urbanized and incorporated into the city. Many residents strongly identify with the localities. Berlin has 96 localities, commonly made up of several city neighborhoods. Each borough is governed by a council with 5 councillors and a borough mayor. The Borough Council is elected by the Borough Assembly. The boroughs of Berlin are not independent municipalities. The borough government's power is limited and subordinate to the Berlin Senate. The borough mayors form a council of mayors, which advises the Senate. The localities have no local government bodies, and the administrative duties of the former locality representative were assumed by the borough mayors. Sister cities. Berlin maintains official partnerships with 17 cities. Town twinning between Berlin and other cities began with Los Angeles in 1967. East Berlin's partnerships were cancelled at German reunification, but later partially re-established. West Berlin's partnerships were limited to the borough level. During the Cold War, the partnerships reflected spheres of influence, with West Berlin partnering with Western capitals and East Berlin partnering primarily with cities of the Warsaw Pact and its allies. There are joint projects with a number of other cities, such as Belgrade, Copenhagen, Helsinki, Johannesburg, Shanghai, Seoul, Sofia, Sydney and Vienna. Berlin participates in international city associations such as the Union of the Capitals of the European Union, Eurocities, Network of European Cities of Culture, Metropolis, Summit, Conference of the World's Major Cities, Conference of the World's Capital Cities. Its sister cities are